Go.
Okay, so I got 4 minutes, and last week I talked about Kyle Shanahan always telling the truth.
Yeah.
So he flat out said we're not cutting a quarterback that good.
He
said
said
we're
it multiple
not.
times. He said it multiple times.
We're not, right? He could have said like when he was advertising Jimmy Garoppolo, he was said, yeah, he can throw real far. He didn't say he's got a good deep ball.
No.
He didn't say. He also didn't say there was anything off limits in the playbook. He said there was nothing off limits in the playbook. What he meant was not that he could hit it. He said, I was still calling it. I was still calling it.
Right.
Well, so Kyle Shanahan is not comfortable lying, flat out lying. So when you said that,
neither am I. You shouldn't be. You should not be comfortable flat out lying, especially in public on the record.
Right. So when he says we're not doing it, I think you might be right, Grant. I think you might be right.
I made the bet in the first place when everyone said I was crazy. I'm like, I don't think he's just going to lie on the record and then at one point be like, so I was lying. Sorry.
He's not a bad deal as a quarterback for $8 million or $9 million, even $12 million if you're desperate.
Right.
If they could reduce his salary by half and he was willing to take that kind of a cut to stay on for that role,
I don't think he would.
The problem is that they've got depth position problems all up and down this roster, right? Yeah. They spent 3 first-rounders and a third, plus they traded up to get another third, plus they traded up to get another third. That's 8 draft picks and $27 million that they're currently have devoted to 2 running backs that aren't going to be it, and 2 quarterbacks that are still on the roster. Right.
And so that's why you have issues at center and right tackle, because you have no resources. Yeah.
There's no depth at safety. There's no depth at corner. They're going with a 5th round rookie trying to convince us that he's the truth. I hope he is. I really do.
He hasn't faced anyone good yet. He hasn't faced anyone good yet. Yeah.
But that's the kind of guy who's a great depth piece in 2019. Oh, wow. We have this guy off the bench who's pretty good, right? Yeah. He's not your starter. He's not supposed to be. Hufunga's supposed to be a great depth piece. Oh, we got him in the 5th round. He can step in and start. He's good on special teams. He's not supposed to be the starter. Buford? I mean, come on. And I love Poe as a 3-year project, but if that's the answer at guard, if Banks can't do it,
rookies to start in a team that's supposedly a Super Bowl contender, what are you talking about?
Right.
Yeah. Not to mention Aaron Banks.
And this is what I've been talking about since like day one of training camp is that, it sure does feel like they're not trying real hard to make sure that Trey Lance has all the support that he needs this year.
I agree. They're saying they want the team to be as good as possible. So that includes having a $27 million backup quarterback. That's hard to sell.
Okay. And the last thing I want to get into is the most important position on this team is tight end, right?
Right.
Most important, and they didn't add to that position.
They never do.
And they have the most
spent a draft pick higher than the 5th round pick on that position ever since college.
And it's the most important position for their outside zone read, right? It's the most important.
It's the point of attack at their run game. It's the point of attack. Absolutely. Right. And so, what they want to do, what they need to do is play Kittle less at this part of his career because he's physical. He's getting older. And it's injured. They played him too much. He plays like 98% of the snaps, but he has to.
He can't miss a snap this year. It's not that he can't miss. It's not that he can't miss a game this year. He can't miss a snap this year.
That's going to lead him to missing games. Josh, you had 4 minutes. You killed it. I like you in a 4
good one, man.
Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Later. Real quick, Professor Lawless says the Niners broke my brain. It's 8:21 and Jimmy Garoppolo is still on the team. I no longer understand football. Can't wait to hear what your dad has to say. LOL, Iggy, it's ridiculous. He's going to say it's insane. And I respect that.